So our plan was to head out today to go island hopping. The weather is terrible, so we're gonna wait until tomorrow. I'll keep you posted. So I wanted to make one last stop before we headed off. And my car broke down in the parking lot. So here's Rob in the pouring rain, fixing the car. So our plan was to head straight for Newport instead of island hopping. And when we made the turn, we had really nasty rollers and heavy winds on the beam. So we bailed and went to block instead. Still a nasty ride, not quite as nasty. And then we'll make our jump to Newport maybe on Thursday. It is an absolutely gorgeous day on Block Island, but still way too windy to make the jump over to Newport. We're gonna wait until tomorrow when the winds are really gonna reduce and turn so that they're coming from the north, which will knock down those waves and rollers. Today the plan is to go into town and do some shopping. Just as we got on the launch, it started to pour. I am really, really glad we didn't take the dinghy. The beach is not back to the way it was before that crazy storm, but it is improving. Then there's town, and that's where we're headed. This is the section closer to Baby Beach where it's still really beat up. So surprised that Harborview, there's been no progress at all. It's turned into a parking lot filled with bicycles. I'm really, really surprised. This is where Ave bought that adorable little white sundress. They're now operating out of a tent. So we have a break in the horrible loud music. Oh, very short break as we hang out here and hide from the storm. This is another berry stop on the way to town. I didn't film anything in Bimini because I was too busy looking at all the fish in the tanks. But this is Dick's Fish, an awesome place to provision if you're looking for fresh seafood. Another gorgeous morning on Block Island. The wind is a little less, but not knocked down as much as we'd hoped for or as much as they'd forecast. Anchor's up and we are underway. them still. I'm just going to sit here and watch from a distance with the wrong camera. It is so nice that Abe is big enough to take the wheel if Gaff has to go below, because it's difficult for me to do it without the dogs getting all riled up. Off in the distance is Point Judith, Rhode Island. And that space up there is the Jamestown Bridge, and then further along is the Newport Bridge. Off in the distance is Renton Cove State Park. That is Fort Adams, the venue of the Jazz Fest we're attending. We are currently moored off Goat Island near downtown Newport. We had been on a floating dock that we expected to be able to have for the weekend, and then when we got here we found out we could only have it tonight and tomorrow night, which is not going to do us any good at all because the day she really wants to see the show is Sunday. So we abandoned that and moved over and got this really beautiful mooring through Monday. Thank you, Newport Harbor Master. This is lovely. So we've been in Newport many times and never realized that this was the way you get to the dinghy dock with the showers and whatnot. Sorry, we're crooked and it's loud, but this is the first time we found it. Alrighty, these used to be so much fun when we were kids, and then the state of Connecticut had all of them removed from public parks and all schools removed them. But here in Newport, you can still have fun on one of these crazy twirly things. So if you live in Connecticut, anything that could hurt you or make you ill in a playground was removed. I think it was in 2015. But here in Rhode Island, knock yourself out, kids. Some of the houses in Newport are really, really, really old. This one is circa 1720, and then 1763 is next to it. Newport is the land of gorgeous, unique boats. And we actually have the perfect mooring for boat watching because we were right on the channel. Here come the boys back from their afternoon walk. Off they go. It would be the perfect day to go paddleboarding or kayaking. It is gorgeous and calm. But we are headed home, so instead I'm going to start packing it up.
One nice thing about Newport, you don't have to go too far before you're at Newport.
After a wonderful trip, we are almost home. This is Mystic Shipyard. We've got Brewers on the other side, which I think is now called Safe Harbor. And then up ahead is the railroad trestle. We have to go through and take a sharp left. And we'll be right back at Fort Rachel.